Hey everyone, since it's the holidays, I figured I'd take a look at this book, Lord Zedd's Holiday Humbug. Now, a little background of this book. I didn't have this growing up, but I'd heard of it. And, I was aware of the title, Holiday Humbug, Lord Zedd's Holiday Humbug, and I always assumed the book was all about, a monster Lord Zedd makes called the Humbug. Like, maybe, I don't know, it's a bug monster with powers linked to Christmas carols. And after reading this a few times, I think that would have been a way better story than what this was. So yeah, let's talk about the cover first. The cover is pretty cool. I love that image of Zedd, the Rangers and Alpha. Got a bunch of presents down there. Got mistletoe covering the power bolts there. Oh, and the Earth in the background. Oh, and also, let's see, a Christmas story featuring Alpha. 32-page read and sing-along book with color photos. So yeah, sing-along. Originally, this came with a cassette tape. Unfortunately, I don't have the cassette tape. So, oh, and this is interesting. There's no front page. Yeah, the first page is just the back of the cover. So, yeah, we got a image of the glare would go off the page. Image of the Rangers there in front of, what's that, Bronson Cave, where the Batmobile would drive out of. Yeah. So just giving the premise of the book, let's see. Let's read along and uncover the secret of Lord Zedd's terrible plot to shut down Christmas. We also visit the command center, sing along with Alpha, blah blah blah, sing songs. Let's begin. Alright, let's begin. I'm not going to read the whole thing because there is quite a bit. This is very wordy. This is a very wordy storybook. I'm guessing because it was intended to play on a cassette, they had to stretch it out a bit. So, there's Alpha, straight out of Alpha's Magical Christmas, and that's also what the plot is. The Rangers are going to help Santa. Alpha's decorating the command center. He feels lonely because the Rangers aren't there. Zordon makes a tree for him. The image quality is pretty good most of the time. Oh, and there's the Rangers with Santa. There he is. Straight out of Alpha's Magical Christmas again. Oh, and in this version, let's see. Yeah, Alpha's talking to Zordon about how he misses the Rangers. And then we cut to Lord Zedd, Goldar, Squat Babu, no Rita. This must be before Rita came back. And, yeah. I guess Zedd was listening in either, on Alpha or just people talking about holidays. Oh, and also we got little, stock coloring book images throughout the book for some reason. Oh, and also it's interesting reading Zedd's dialogue. Like, at first, right here, it doesn't sound too bad. Let's see, holiday this and holiday that. I hate it. All the humans talk about is holiday cheer and presents and family and sugar plums. And, yeah, it doesn't sound too out of character for Zedd, but as we go along, he'll sound more and more like Rita. Back to command center, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and then, yeah, Zordon kidnaps some kids to come to the command center and, sing Deck the Halls. Yeah, they just have a whole page dedicated to the lyrics of Deck the Halls, including all the fa la 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 la's, and it even ends with ay ay ay, just like Alpha's Magical Christmas. Fa la 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 ay ay ay. Oh, and there's Zordon. Really clear picture of Zordon. That's kind of weird for this book to have such clear pictures in it. Let's see, the kids are helping him with the decorations for the command center. Then Zordon tells Alpha that Lord Zedd sent down a monster. And, let's see, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, contact the Rangers. But how? Our signal won't reach the North Pole. Use the human satellites and bounce our signal around the globe, replied Zordon. Okay, so, alright. That was a real non-issue. There's Zedd, laughing, Goldar holding up five fingers for some reason. Yeah, they just took a random screenshot. It's so weird to see random screenshots looking this clear. Like, wow, that's like high def quality. Or, well, on my little dumb camera. Let's see, bringing Primitor back. Oh, there's a little picture of Goldar down there. Yeah, just gloating about how cool Primitor is. Meanwhile, the command center, contacting the Rangers. Zordon watches the children. Oh, and then the kids feel worried. And, Alpha sings Jingle Bells with them. Okay. And then we have, yeah, that's totally Aisha in the viewing globe. Let's see. Alpha, the uplink is complete. We can contact the Power Rangers now. Oh, right, I almost forgot. And then, yeah, Aisha talks to him, and, oh, and this is a funny thing. Let's see. Alpha, do I hear children in there? Asked Aisha. Yes, well, it's a long story. Zordon kidnapped some kids because I was lonely. Aisha, I'm afraid Lord Zedd's evil monster Primitor is back. As before, he is able to make himself look like any Power Ranger. Okay, this is kind of weird. Aisha doesn't know who Primitor is. Unless she was, like, briefed when she joined the team or something. So this is kind of an odd thing that... Yeah, whatever. Primitor is disguising himself as Rangers and stealing presents. And here we have this picture that I don't think I've ever seen before. Like, this must have been made just for this book. Like, it's a really, like, high-definition picture, really detailed. It doesn't look like a screenshot. It's even clearer than the other very clear pictures. And then back to Alpha and the kids. Making Christmas ornaments, I guess? Oh, they're making cookies. Alright, and then we get Up on the Housetop. Yay, I don't like that song. Then there's Adam in the viewing globe, looking serious. Let's see. Suddenly, the alarm began to ring again. Alpha called out, Zordon, what is it this time? It's Primitor. He has made himself look like the White Ranger and is attacking Angel Grove. And then, okay. Adam just comes in to say that they're ready to go, and let's see, he tells the Rangers where they are, they morph, there's Rocky. Do you get the feeling they might be trying to push the new Rangers? Like, did this come out right when Jason, Zach, and Trini left and they brought in Rocky, Adam, and Aisha? Is that why they're, like, so focused on in this book? So anyway, in a flash, they were back in Angel Grove, face to face with Primitor. You're finished, Banana Breath, yelled Billy. And then Primitor changed into, like, its normal form. No one defeats Primitor. Then they attack, Primitor changes into different Rangers, they're very confused. Oh, this is weird. The White Ranger is with them. Yeah. Isn't that bizarre to see, like, all Japanese suits all together? Like, I'm pretty sure the White Ranger, they just took an image from, like, somewhere else and just pasted it on here, but they did a pretty decent job. Like, and it's even blurry, like everything else, so it fits. It's not like they took a really clear image of him and put it on, like, a blurry image of the Jew Rangers or something. Luckily, Tommy had an idea. Alright, Primitor, why don't you show yourself? Are you afraid of us? Maybe you think we'll destroy you? Primitor immediately changed back into its monster form. Well, that was easy. Okay. Let's see, so then... Oh, Zedd's staff is a snake again, for some reason. Zedd was not happy to see the teens. Ah, the Power Rangers, where did they come from? And then, let's see, blah, blah, blah. Are you questioning my eyesight, yelled Lord Zedd? What? Like, wow. Like, Zedd talks a lot. Like, Zedd, when he first showed up, he wasn't really a big talker villain. So, yeah, this is where it starts to sound a little bit more like Rita. And I'm wondering if this is a situation like with the old Hamilton comics, where in the show, when Rita was kicked off, Zedd was brought on. For whatever reason, they had to change the comic to have Zedd and not Rita. But they couldn't change, like, the story, just the characters. So Zedd is saying a bunch of lines from that Rita had. It was very strange. I don't know what the reasoning was. Like, why couldn't they just keep Rita? Whatever. Anyway, man, images you can hear, right? Lord Zedd sent his magical beam of energy crashing to the earth, hitting Primitor. Oh, this is something else. Zedd shoots a beam of energy to make Primitor grow. Like, doesn't he throw down the growth grenade bomb? Actually, Rita didn't shoot a beam of energy either. She, like, threw her staff down. Now, Zedd would use his staff, like, he'd shoot, like, lightning out of it, but it was usually to create a monster, not make it grow. So that's kind of interesting. So anyway, let's see, they got the Thunder Zords, the Tiger Zord with little toy Tommy there on top of it. I always thought that was funny that there's this obvious toy on top of the model. And then it's just, yeah, they're fighting Primitor. There he is. Da 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 da. Yeah, nothing really important. It's just they beat him up until he's dead. Oh, and yeah, fiery explosion. Primitor destroyed, and then the children jumped for joy as the Rangers took off their helmets in front of them. Yeah, here's a situation where taking footage straight from Alpha's Magical Christmas, I don't think it worked. Anyway, there is a funny little thing. Well done, Power Rangers, said Alpha. Where are the others? Kimberly quickly replied, Oh, they went back to the North Pole to help Santa. Yeah, and we're on our way to put all the presents back under everyone's Christmas tree, added Billy. And, let's see. That's very nice, Power Rangers. While Alpha is still transmitting over the Earth's satellites, won't you help us wish the world a Merry Christmas? And I guess the Rangers sing We Wish You a Merry Christmas, which is transmitted across the world. Yeah, that's not a security breach or anything, just like kidnapping kids to whatever. The story's really falling apart. Everyone's joyful holiday spirit returned. Let's see. Alpha, the magic gateway is ready to transport the children back to their families. Yeah, why did you take them in the first place? Just because Alpha was lonely? What? Christmas Eve, blah blah blah. Merry Christmas. As for Lord Zedd, things were not so jolly. He looks pretty happy there, doesn't he? Holiday spirit, presents, Christmas carols. If it wasn't for you, those things would be history. Goldar was confused. Me? What did I do? You exist! That's what you do! Shouted Lord Zedd. You're the most pathetic, unintelligent, ugly, brainless creature in the universe. I don't know why I put up with it. Humbug, I tell you, it was all humbug. Lord Zedd ranted into the night. Thanks to Alpha 5, Zordon, and the Power Rangers, the world was safe from his destructive hands. For now. Oh, and this is interesting. There's a X with his staff. That's kind of like how, in Season 3, when Rita and Zedd would cross their staffs to make the monster grow. Huh. Probably just a coincidence. And then we get... Oh yeah, credits. Yeah, this isn't a song, it's credits. Although I guess you could sing it. Executive producers, Haim Saban and Shoki Levy, executive... whatever. So yeah, this is a... And especially that little thing at the end where Zedd is just ranting at Goldar really sounds more like a Rita thing than a Zedd thing. So yeah, this was a dumb, fun little book, I guess. I imagine if I was a kid and I had the cassette tape, I would have enjoyed listening to it. Not so much the Christmas carols, I probably would have fast-forwarded past those. There's a few interesting things in here. A few story points I feel like they could have ironed out a little bit. Like, in Alpha's Magical Christmas, the reason a lot of fans don't like it is because all it is basically it's the Power Rangers version of those Yule log music things where it's just a log burning while Christmas music plays. Alpha's Magical Christmas is just Alpha and a bunch of kids singing Christmas carols. And that's it. This actually brings Lord Zedd into the mix, and that's kind of an interesting addition because it makes it like a bit more like an actual episode. And I feel like they could have used that with why the kids are in the command center. Like, I don't know, maybe when he sends Primitor down, the kids are in danger or something. Or maybe Zedd is targeting these kids specifically for whatever reason. Also, why Primitor? Of all the villains you could use, why Primitor? Like, I guess why not Primitor? It's not like there's any, like, Christmas-themed villains, but I don't know, it's just a very odd choice, and yeah, whatever. It's a dumb, fun little book, and oh yeah, then there's this image here. Was this made especially for this book? Because if so, it's kind of funny that they went to the trouble of shooting an original, like, image just for this dumb little storybook. Yeah. So yeah, there's Lord Zedd's Holiday Humbug. It's a neat little thing if you're a Power Ranger fan, Mighty Morphin fan, if you have kids who are into Power Rangers or Mighty Morphin, and you have a cassette player and you can track down a copy with the cassette. Yeah, sure, go ahead and pick this up. I think the audio of this is like up on YouTube for free. You can just listen to it. I remember years ago when I first found out about this book, or well, when I was looking for it, I looked up the audio on YouTube and I remember listening to this. Although I think they cut out the Christmas music. So yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed this. See ya.